Just say the word, man. If it's on site for Logan.
Yo, I'll be honest with you, I was shocked that you didn't pull up, bro.
No, he tried.
I was a little too far back, and you know.
We didn't far back. You were like second row or something like that. I saw you.
A little too much effort.
Did that? Honestly, I felt let down, bro. I felt let down because I had my boys right there. And I thought you were gonna jump in that ring. Thank God for AJ Styles.
I mean, you're a diehard wrestling fan.
That perfectly timed thing by AJ Styles.
Well, when did you buy tickets for this?
Say again?
You bought tickets for this?
Yeah, I bought tickets for it.
When?
I gotta check my calendar. Wait, we bought the tickets for it.
Like months ago.
Yo, months ago. Like the second it was announced, I was like, oh shit, Raw's coming out.
When what was announced?
I'm going to that shit.
Like when who was fighting?
When Seth Rollins and CM Punk were announced that they were going to be headlining a steel cage match. Yeah. Have you ever fucking seen a steel cage match live before yesterday?
I've never seen a steel cage match.
Yeah, and it changed your goddamn life.
Yeah, I thought it was sick as hell, to be honest with you.
Yeah, so did all of us. That's why 18,000 people were there. Okay, to see that, not Logan Paul, you fucking jerk. Okay, and you guys could have had my back. You could have had your moment, okay?
He got brand new Air Force Ones. He wasn't going to ruin them for that.
Why don't you take off your shoes like that little Asian girl wrestler that came into the ring?
Yeah, that was the best moment ever.
Mark got a video. That was cool. That was cool. She was cutting her promo, and she was just leaning into that accent.
She was going for it, though.
And she slapped the shit out of those girls, man. I like that. I like that kind of energy.
You saw the jewelry fly everywhere?
Yep.
Yeah, it was fire.
Yeah, I like that kind of energy.
Son, you saw Dove reaching for it.
Jim.
He's like that thing from Fantastic Beasts. Anyway, Logan need to get his, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I thought that was crazy.
Yeah, that was messed up.
So we'll see what happens.
He got to check in when he comes back to New York.
No, he got to check in. Matter of fact, I might go to your wedding now. I wasn't gonna go, but I might go to your wedding. I might hit you with a fucking suplex. Okay.
Whoa.
I also just like to point something out for the historic record. I think I'm the only person in wrestling history to be pulled over a railing, thrown down on the floor like a rag doll, rolled into the ring, put in a suplex, not officially suplex, and still jumped on a top rope. Nobody in the history of wrestling has done less to get on those top ropes.
So you look at it, and he was like, fuck it, I'm going to go.
I'll be honest, I wasn't going to do it. Then AJ was like, yo, go do it. Go jump up there. And I was like, I ain't going to ever get this opportunity.
Not worth it, though. For the pick alone.
Hell yeah, it's worth it.
Me and Miles was like, oh, man, he's going to hurt himself jumping down. I was like, he's going to pull something when he jumps down.
There's a moment where I thought I was going to catch my foot on the way up. I didn't know if you jump on the top rope or the second rope. And I was like, and I thought about the top rope. I was like, ain't no way I can bounce on that motherfucker. I actually kind of like went like this one. And
he went face forward off it. Scorpion. They got to stretcher him out, dude.
He would have left looking like Rey Mysterio.
So there was a match. I don't know if y'all saw that when Rey Mysterio, he did that like jumped off the thing.
Is it really him?
I think it's like Shamu.
Oh, yeah.
You know how like Shamu, they would flip out with another Shamu?
Oh, yeah.
But they don't speak.
I figured that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, okay.
So they hit up fucking Home Depot, you know, whatever, and then you get one whatever city you're in.
That's the mystery. That's the mystery.
Yeah.
You never know who's under there.
There's no way.
There's no way. It's incredible. That dude's like 50 years old. And he did that one move. I don't know if anybody saw it. I thought they were going to stop the match. He did this one move where he like flips off and his like ankles are supposed to go on the guy's neck and then flip the person.
Okay, yeah.
He was on like the top button.
Oh, yeah.
He does it, but when he's coming down, he hits his neck on one of the ropes.
Oh, shit. Oh, I missed that.
And like his head slams back. Yeah. And I was like, oh, he's dead. This is 100% dead. Son, so many times last night, I was blown away.
Your whole reaction the whole
I was blown away. Dude, I was blown. I felt like I was at like a Bonnie Blue meetup. Like, there was like
ropes everywhere.
When they're doing the punches and shit, you're like, all right, this don't really look real. Like, whatever. But anytime they're jumping off of shit, it is insane.
Yeah.
Like, you still got to land from 10 feet in the air. I don't know how these guys, I mean, I'm 41 years old. There's no way I could do this and then do anything the next day.
Yeah.
I mean, you rolled into the ring pretty good.
My hip hurt.
Yeah, how do you
I
feel
did
right
PT this morning.
You're feeling it?
Say what?
Are you like, you feel good? Or?
I mean, I'm all right.
Yeah. You look fucked up.
Because he passed the physical, remember?
Yeah, I passed the physical. You had to pass the physical.
Gotta pass the physical to
If
get
you
in
don't
the
pass
ring.
the physical, you can't get in that ring.
Exactly.
Yeah. Shout out to New York State Athletic Commission.
Let's go. Gang, gang.
Sometimes bureaucracy works.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
See, that's why I didn't jump in. I didn't want to get you in trouble.
Because you didn't pass the
yeah,
physical.
you didn't pass your
I didn't
physical.
pass physical.
Thank you.
He did
man.
the physical. He didn't
Yeah,
pass it.
I know. Yeah. Pussy, bro. That's what that is. Big time pussy over there. That's
Nah, I'm
crazy.
about a juice, man. I'm about a juice.
That's great. Was that when was the last time you got a physical other than last night?
I think I had to get one for Netflix. I told him that shit. I was like, by the way, I already got a physical for Netflix. and he was like, yeah, I think it might be a little different physical.
How come for physicals in high school they had to touch your balls? Do you remember that?
No, they never did that with us, Mark. Tell us about what happened when you were fucking
Did they not do that to you
homeschooled.
guys?
Tell us what happened when you were homeschooled about this physical you got.
homeschool.
So your priest gave you physicals?
No,
Like,
bro,
what
it
is
wasn't.
going
No,
on?
it was not a priest. Every
The
time
church
I
is a
went-
one-stop
Why is
shop.
every school
Did this-
story so fucking traumatizing about you, bro?
Did this not happen with you guys? When you had to do
No.
physicals for high school sports?
No.
They would touch your balls.
Yeah, if they did that, they would know my shit was just sitting at the bottom. So I'm the face of sperm that sucks.
Yeah, I know.
You know how many dudes coming up to me on the street like, yo, I got the same problem. There was a dude on a city bike that literally hunted me down on the street just so he could be like, yo, my sperm sucks too. What do I do with that information?
I mean, you just dap them up.
I did.
It's like when you do a advertise for AIDS and shit
Yo,
like
fuck
that.
you, wow. Fuck you. I hope you get that shit.
Son, you
Yo.
the Magic Johnson. Bad sperm, bro.
That should be the marketing for Netflix. We should do a billboard, like an IVF thing, with just like
Yeah.
your face.
Shut up, Mark, you piece of shit. You're
Yeah.
a real
It
jerk.
could be
and You're a
good.
real asshole.
could be
That's
good.
what you
All
are.
those years you was complaining about how one ball
Your
was just
sperm is
crazy
great.
big.
Your sperm is
Why
great.
did you ever get it checked out?
Why didn't I get it checked out?
Yeah, when you had that ball issue for mad long.
Well, I don't know.
It
I'm
made
not
for
like-
great content on the pod for years.
Yeah, yes,
Yeah.
it did. But I think it's probably because I'm not like somebody on this podcast that tries to get his balls rubbed by every man in his fucking life.
Oh, tell us about that.
yeah, tell us about that.
No, okay, Miles. And when you were in high school,
ask
and
me.
you
Don't
did
bring
a
up
I
physical,
know.
me. Don't
First
ask me.
person you go
was
to.
it a Florida thing?
Yeah,
I can't tell if you guys
It's
are
not
fucking
a
with me.
Florida thing, okay?
When you
Stop
did a
talking
physical-
about balls before David comes in here and slams it on Miles' nose.
Miles gonna beat him to it. He's not scared.
Yeah, David's in the building today, so we can talk about this little gay romances balls.
I can't wait.
You gotta
I
fill
can't
people
wait.
in for anyone that
Bro,
didn't
we
listen to
hired
Patreon.
3 women in the office. I didn't realize that Miles was gonna fuck the guy who was already working here.
Is that an HR violation?
Well, I said nobody harass the women. I said specifically to all you. I was like,
follow
listen,
the
there are
rules.
women that are working here, and there's going to be no fraternizing with them at all. We
have a
need
rule.
to respect. We have a rule. There's a rule. You do not fraternize with the women at all.
Hey,
I'm a rule follower.
Yeah.
I followed all the rules correctly to the T. I did not mix this up.
So what are you trying to say?
I'm just saying you set a rule and I have not broke it. And I'm a good employee. Is what I'm
And
trying to
then
say.
you are a good employee.
Thank
You
you.
do no wrong, but
Get ready.
are you having
Get
a
ready.
sexual encounter with David again by any chance?
No, I did not have sexual relations with that ads man.
What'd you call him?
Ads man.
Ads, man. That's a nickname in the bedroom.
It's like Mad Men.
Oh, fuck.
Damn, Miles.
Are we going to bring David in?
Yeah, we got to
Oh, it's
bring
too
David.
early.
We got to bring David in because the people know, right? We're talking about it on a public episode.
No, it's Patreon.
Oh, it's Patreon?
Yeah.
There's no way.
It was on Patreon.com.
Yeah, Patreon.
Patreon.com/flagrant?
I think so.
Oh my
That
God,
one,
that felt like a
exactly.
shameless promo.
That one exactly.
It felt like
$5
a
a
completely
month.
shameless promo. It felt like me showing up at WWE Raw the week after my special came out.
that was real.
Even though
Yeah.
I bought those tickets months. When did we buy those tickets, Duff? Do you remember?
2022.
2022. You know what's funny about wrestling? Wrestling fans are like, I actually really like this about wrestling. So back in the day, there was this illusion that like wrestling wasn't scripted and all these like punches were landing, whatever. Now the base is so acutely aware that it's scripted. Now you don't have the facade. There's no like thing that there's no lie that needs to be told. Now you get to get them on story. But they appreciate, they know all the terminology. They know like baby face, they know heel, they know all that kind of stuff. They know like when you get a move done on you, it's called a bump or whatever. So, you know, they're seeing this thing happening and they're reacting to the thing as if it was a script, which honestly really hurt me because I didn't realize that this whole fucking thing was going to happen in the first place.
Yeah.
You know, but, and I felt,
This is your close friend.
yeah, it's just my close friend whose wedding I was going to not go to already, but now I'm really not going to go. But I did get an invite.
And it's on site for him.
It is on site.
Right, so
Okay, but I do appreciate the wrestling fans as well. I'm trying to say.
I was surprised to see the amount of adults there. I thought I was going to see way more kids. Like
Yeah.
it was like maybe 5%
You realize
kids.
that Mark and I are the only people that have kids in all of New York.
Maybe
neither
that's-
There are 2 toddlers in New York City, and Mark and I own them.
yeah, that's maybe it. But
The whole
I was
fight, Al kept
surprised.
on leaning over. He's like, "Yo, where are the kids, dude?"
Yeah,
And I was
you're
like,
a
"Yo,
fucking creep."
Al, what the
No,
hell?
I was trying to keep him away from this guy.
I was trying to give him a physical. It's very strange.
What were you guys' takes on it? What did you guys think about the whole spectacle?
Oh, it's great. It's just like, it's nice because it's sports, but you're able to like interact with the athletes in an honest way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if you go to like an NBA game, you can't talk all the shit
Yeah.
you want to talk.
Yeah.
Whereas like with these guys, you can go crazy. And it's just like, it's.
They talk shit too.
Yeah, it's fun.
This
Yeah,
motherfucker, one of these guys was talking crazy shit to me.
Saying what?
I watched your special. That shit sucked.
Whoa, that's crazy.
Yeah. So now I'm like reflexive. My wife is right there. You insulted me, and I'm like, yeah, why you got knee pads on? And then the dude came
Got
up.
him. He really got him.
So the guy comes back. The guy comes back afterwards, and like. I'm like trying to dap him up, and he goes, he's like, I can't slap your hand in front of all these people. Like he's really keeping up the kayfabe,
Yeah.
you know. He's like, I can't slap your hand in front of all these people, but I just want to say I like you. You're a funny guy, and I'm like, oh, thank you. And he goes, I can't slap your hand in front of all these people, and I'm like, okay, you're a piece of shit. Like I didn't understand. I didn't know how to be angry and positive, you know. But it's the commitment to it.
Yeah, dude.
Also, you know what's this is the most embarrassing thing is when you're not in the action, you don't know what to do. So like I have a lot of respect to the people who aren't doing the thing. They're like on the sidelines, but they're like invested still. They're doing their little thing. They're like emotional, or they just did a move on. Someone did a move on them, and they're like reeling, but they're committed to that shit.
Yeah.
Because there's a moment where I'm just sitting on the ropes, and I'm like, so what y'all doing? Like, yo, this seat is fire. You got to get this front row seat. Like, I'm just there. At one point, I just shook the ropes. I didn't know what to do.
You need to go. You need to.
I didn't know. It told me what to do in that moment.
If the
Not that there
camera-
would be anybody telling me,
No,
obviously,
of course,
because
yeah,
I didn't even know I was going to fucking be
It's
there.
raw. It's Monday Night Raw.
It's raw.
Yes.
It's
but
raw.
there is a moment where you get thrown and you're like, and then AJ comes in and you're like, all right, nice.
Yeah, exactly.
And then AJ slaps you, you stand up, you're like, yeah.
That's my deep breath.
You're not injured anymore.
Not at all. He gave me the energy I needed.
Yeah.
Telling you, it's raw out there, bro. You're 100% right. You're
raw.
That's amazing.